Here's my monthly roundup of the best and worst things in boxing, April 2024. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit to Box channel I bring you all things boxing equipment. Today is my monthly roundup of all the best and the worst things that I have seen on the social media platforms, on YouTube, on Instagram, on all of the social media that I look at. Occasionally I'll see things that really impress me, occasionally I'll see things that really make me cringe, and so I'll put them together in this series. I've been doing it for a few months now. This is April, and let's start off with some really cool casual trainers by I Am The Renovation. I Am The Renovation is a company that does boxing boots, and that's under Switch Hitter Customs, but I Am The Renovation is the same guy that does Switch Hitter Customs, and he has produced these fabulous smart casual trainers in the Rocky theme. So you've got the Rocky ones, which are absolutely gorgeous in that yellow, absolutely superb, and then my personal favourite, after my favourite Rocky character, the amazing, the great, rest in peace, Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed, casual shoes, really love them, absolutely great. Saw these and I thought they're absolutely brilliant. Also at the same time, we've got Donardo has also bought out some casual shoes with his logo on, and he's also bought out a rather neat jacket. Oh my God, look at this. I was sent this by a couple of viewers. It was showing on a boxing page. Actually, when I've looked into it, it's a wrestling mask, but look at it. Oh my God, anybody turns up to wrestling or boxing in that is horrendous. You will be laughed out of the gym. In fact, I challenge anybody at my gym to come in with that mask on. It would be hilarious. You wouldn't be able to spar this person. You'd be laughing that much, or you'd be scared to death. Clayton Reyes, amateur head guard, just look at it. Doesn't look comfortable. Doesn't look a great fit, to be fair, almost like making the person's head too big. Doesn't look great. I mean, you can have some head guards that make you look class, and that definitely doesn't. Pointed out on the last one, Shamrock Sports. If you remember, they had a logo that was a 5-leaf clover that actually looked very similar to the 4 hearts of Donardo. So I think the new logo is Shamrock Sports. It epitomises Shamrock Sports. It's a subtle difference on the one before. Now their gloves and equipment won't look like a cheap copy of Donardo. They should be happier. I'm happier, but I'll tell you what, Donardo will be happier as well. Hit and Move 24-ounce gloves being worn now by Gervonta Davis. So before, in previous ones of these, I pointed out it was Deontay Wilder that was actually using a pair of these, and he sort of covered over the logos. Now we've got Gervonta Davis using the 24-ounce Hit and Move conditioning gloves. Absolutely superb. I've done a review of those gloves, and now the top stars are starting to realise the benefits of these gloves. And also from Hit and Move, they've also brought out 2 more types of turtle. So you did the original turtle mitts where you've got sort of the double-sided mitts, and now they're bringing in a smaller version which they're calling the micro turtle, and they're also bringing out a bigger version of their turtle which is called the Mega Air. Check them out. Seen a couple of examples of these online where they're the new winning colourway. Bit subtle in that just on the inside of the thumb is a different colour to the rest of the glove. I haven't seen it before, but I have now seen it on a couple of websites and a couple of different Instagrams. So I really like the fact that they're just doing little subtle things that make one pair of gloves different from another. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I still don't know where I stand on this, and I think it's because obviously I want Mike Tyson to smash him up. My concern is if it gets to the position where he is 58, if it gets to a position where Jake Paul was to win, that would be horrendous. And I do really want to see Mike Tyson just roll back the years and start smashing up the younger man. It's not a fight I'm particularly interested in, but I'm interested in the fact that they're bringing out the different rules and stuff. A lot of the rules I think are more to protect Jake Paul than anything. It's recently been sanctioned as a professional fight, so how many rules they can put in, I don't really know. But I can't see Mike Tyson holding back. And as Roy Jones Jr. said, he still can hit really, really hard. Roy Jones Jr. said that he hit him harder than he's been hit before. So on that basis, Jake Paul is in for a long night. Or a very early night. Devin Haney's boots against Ryan Garcia. I mean, I know that these are a customised pair of boots and they're probably based more on a boxing wrestling boot than they are an actual sort of boot that this is. Okay, so I don't think that it's sort of that is the actual boot. I think underneath that is a wrestling boot. So he would still have had the grip. The only problem is, wearing them, he looks like my nan. Also, what I did like about that was Everlast. They did some gloves for Haney where it was Everlast on the one glove and Haney on the other, and they did them in a couple of colourways, and I really like that from Everlast. Spennymoor Sports telling us about the discontinued Nike boots, so that's the Hyper KO 2.0 in the different colours that they're not going to be carrying on making. Presumably they're going to add to the colour range, but if you really like these boots, then obviously grab a pair now, because if they're discontinued they're unlikely to come back. In terms of the others as well, so the Olympic colourways, they're going, so I love those Olympic colourways, and if you do too, then you'll be running out of time if you don't grab a pair now. Last month I highlighted some of the belts that I liked, and also what I've seen this month is I've seen some great belts, especially at the amateur stage. We've got a rival belt which is King of the Ring, absolutely superb, stunning to be able to win a belt like that. They've also got the Silver Gloves belt as well, which again is superb belt from Rival. And then of course we have now seen the WBC Fury versus Usyk belt, and just when you thought we didn't need any more professional belts, they have brought out the Undisputed belt. But again, I do think that there's so many belts out there. Hopefully what Turkey Al Sheikh can do is establish the one belt that everyone really recognises, and that very well could be the Undisputed belt. Just a few British Border Boxing Control sanctioned gloves that I've seen. Chaos Precision, that's been sanctioned. We've also got Toughwear, Falcon. We've also got Pro-Am, they've been recently sanctioned for their fight gloves. The list for the BFC sanctions gloves gets longer and longer. The Excuse Maker, the Dent in the Head, the Fist in the Wrist, Deontay Wilder, still after all these years, making stupid statements about wanting a body on his record. I know he's tried to hype the fights. I think it's too far though. I was on eBay and saw these two pairs of Grant boxing gloves, and they've even got the audacity to say that they are authentic Grant, when actually, as you can see, they are cheap copies, absolute rubbish, absolute nothing like real Grants. And don't be conned by these people on eBay that say authentic, when actually it's a blatant lie. Some more vapes from famous boxers. I think this is terrible. I hate vaping, I hate smoking. Vaping for me, it's a con, it's conning the kids, it's no good for them, and yet you get, last month we had Floyd Mayweather was bringing some out, and now you've got Mike Tyson bringing out vapes. They're making them look cool, they're putting different colours on them, they are conning the kids. I'm really excited about the 5v5, Frank Warren versus Eddie Hearn. I mean, if you see the trailer is like a mini Lock, Stock and Smoking Barrel. It's like a mini movie. Love what they're doing with the trailers for these shows, absolutely superb. And I love how they're pitting Frank Warren against Eddie Hearn. Really is entertaining, really gets sort of the juices flowing, absolutely love that. A few years ago, they was at each other's throats. Now, obviously, they're making money together. two people that was at each other's throats, and it was at Eddie Hearn's throat actually, and that was Ryan Garcia's dad. Hilarious as he went past, and Eddie Hearn sort of congratulated him, only to be met with a load of abuse, only for Eddie Hearn to give him a load of abuse back. And then suddenly a beautiful moment happened where they sort of joined together, calmed down, and then made peace. And sad news to finish. Willie Limond, professional boxer, ex-champion, passes away at the age of 45. Really sad news. I've watched him many, many times, and it's just such a tragedy when someone so young passes away. So that was my best and worst for April 2024. I hope you enjoy it. I'm trying to sort of, as the month goes on, I try to sort of really search out places to put into these videos, and people seem to really like them. And so I'm going to continue with this series, but it's great to see what's happening in boxing at the minute. I think it's really, really exciting. And as well as the bad stuff going on that can make us laugh, there is also some fantastic stuff going on that can really, really make us feel excited about this sport. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.